Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I have uploaded a video and that I've been focused on shorts. I haven't had much time to think about or create content for the channel. But welcome back. This episode is about the relationship with Michikatsu. And kanae, this is a relationship that I have created all on my own. I know some people ship the characters different than me. And that's okay, y'all can y'all's opinions, but this story is of Michikatsu and kanae were in the same era and liked each other. Please like and comment on what you think on this video. And let me know what y'all would like to see in the future. So now, on to the video. Michikatsu is a young man who follows the same path of him being a samurai and his squad being killed and his brother saving him. But when he sees his brother, he does not feel anger, but feels happy knowing that his brother is okay and is still alive since he hasn't seen him, and that he has saved him. He asks his brother what that thing was, and his brother tells him that it was a demon, and that it can only be killed with a specific blade and specific technique, with knowing that Michikatsu follows in his brother and becomes a demon slayer. As Michikatsu is being taught breathing styles, he discovers his own technique, moon breathing. With that, he makes his way to final selection, feeling a bit cocky since he was taught by his brother, which is a Hashira, and has awakened his demon slayer mark, that he can get through this no problem. But as he is waiting, he sees a girl that catches his eye with 2 butterfly hairpins in her hair. As to not draw attention himself, he says to himself that she is cute, and with that his final selection. Survival training commences. As Michikatsu is going to the land killing demons easily, and sometimes not even having to use his moon breathing killing demons, he sees the girl again in a batch of flowers. As he sees her looking at the flowers and enjoying herself, Michikatsu notices a demon sneaking up on her about to hurt her, and Michikatsu quickly runs and kills the demon with a quick movement, super quick. In a blink of an eye, she turns and sees Michikatsu. Over the dead demon that was sneaking up on her, she looks surprised but thanks him for saving her. Michikatsu, with his back still toward her, tells her you're welcome and tells her to be safe next time. But before he can finish what he was going to say, she asks if they can stay together as a team to get through final selection quicker. Michikatsu thinks and agrees to stay with her until it ends. When it does, and they are both there standing side by side as 9 others are there present with them as they pass the final selection. As they finish up from the final selection meeting, kanae asks for Michikatsu's name. He tells her his name, and then kanae says her name to him if he has a place to stay since it's getting dark, and that he is exhausted and has a little bit of injury and can't fight anymore since he hadn't gotten any sleep. Michikatsu says he doesn't have a place to stay and that he was just going to sleep where he could. Kanae dosing like that and tells him to go and stay with her at her mansion. Michikatsu feels like he would just be bothering her and declines, but she insists that he stay with her, and he finally gives in and agrees to go stay with her. As Michikatsu is walking with kanae, they walk through a long patch of flowers, and Michikatsu is left stunned by the beauty of the flowers and the trees. As they are walking, kanae notices the look on his face, and with him next to the flowers, and smiles and calls him cute. Michikatsu is caught off guard and asks if she said something, and she denies and says that she didn't say anything as she looks at the flowers herself. As they finally arrive at her mansion, they walk in, and there is another girl there with 1 butterfly pin in her hair. It was young Shinobu, and she asks who is with kanae and asks if they are dating or something. Michikatsu and kanae blush and quickly deny that they are dating, and kanae says that Michikatsu will be staying with them for the night. Shinobu has a weird look on her face and says okay. Kanae tells Michikatsu to go to the medical room so she can go see his injuries. Michikatsu says okay and goes and sits down in a bed. Kanae arrives in a doctor outfit and tells Michikatsu to take off his shirt. Michikatsu says okay and takes off his shirt and sees multiple deep cuts on his arm and back. As Kanae is stitching up Michikatsu, she gets a deep look at his body and sees how nice his body looks, which makes her blush slightly, telling herself that he is quite handsome. Once kanae is done stitching up Michikatsu, he thanks her for doing that for him. She says that it's the least she could have done for him, taking care of her. She asks if there is anything that is injured. He says no. She says okay and says for him to get some rest there so she can check up on him when she wakes up. He thanks her for letting him stay there with her. She says it's fine and that she was just worried for his safety. He thanks her and tells her good night. As she walks out, she turns a corner and stops to blush about how handsome he looked. Shinobu is walking past and teases kanae, saying that she likes him, as kanae blushes more and denies it, and Shinobu says that she totally does. Then kanae thinks about it. While blushing, Shinobu tells her to go to bed since she is also tired from final selection. She agrees and goes to bed herself. This is the end of part 1. We will pick up with part 2 tomorrow, so make sure to keep up with the post's next title for the next episode. Episode 2, The Confession, leading into a date?